Yes, it's Stefan. Welcome back to another replay review. This time we're checking our role again, playing Diana in the jungle. I've put up the stats on your screen. You can see his Diana 54% win rate with, and he's in silver 5. So let's get through this and let's see if we can help him out again. So we are missing something. I forgot to do this. I was setting up everything else, so I forgot to do that. We're gonna have the scoreboard up, I think. I feel like that's a better idea. Okay. Hunter's Machete start. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest, but nah, especially not if you're starting this camp. If you're starting this camp, you should not use a Hunter's Machete. Yeah, no. You should start Talisman if you're gonna do this camp. Especially with a jungler that can't help you, you need the talisman. It gives you health back on your spells. So keep that in mind. And also gives you mana. So see this jungle pathing is not very reliable. Cause you're gonna be basically out of health and you skipped your red buff which gives you regeneration. So I'm not happy with the clear. I would rather see you start with Talisman 3 pots and do this, because that way you can easily get a full clear. I mean, you're probably going to be able to do it anyway, but your red buff's gone. And that's pretty, like, I can kind of guess that you might die to Evelyn. No, she took her red buff as well. See, this is what happens, and now you're taking a huge risk. You're at half health in the river. We can see Evelyn's health. Fair enough. We can see it, but he can't. So I'm not a big fan of the jungle start. Okay, let's pause for a second. So what I would have done personally is I would have started Talisman with 3 pots, done this camp, then done red buff, but make sure that actually against Evelyn I wouldn't do that. I take that back. Against Evelyn you start red buff, and then you take this camp, and you take wolves. You just do a full clear. You skip the gromps for the second. You skip the golems for the second clear. That's what I would do. I would start red buff. I feel like it doesn't work well if you just like, especially like against the likes of Shaco and Evelyn, and Lee Sin. You know, those junglers that like invading people. You need to do that. Um, but yeah, you're it's relatively healthy now. But this is very risky against an Evelyn being low in your jungle. That's what. See, I don't think you understand this, but that's what Evelyn looks for. Because I want to know where she is. She's over here, but you need to play a little bit different. I mean, you weren't punished for it being low in the jungle and whatnot. But if you were playing against, a good Evelyn player, we're talking like high-end Evelyn player, he would be in your jungle all the time killing you. Because, especially on your first clear, you were so low. That's what Evelyn players generally look for. And that's something you need to keep in. Yep, see, now she's in your jungle, but you can win this duel. You don't chase this. You don't have the mana to do it. Okay. You know she's low. No. Don't do this. Now you're in a bit of a tussle, but you're gonna get out of there. You can see, Renekton on your map. I would have E-flashed on the Evelyn there with Pantheon backing you up. Very bad mechanical play here. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. So, in this situation, right? Pantheon is here. He doesn't have mana. But if you you E-flash over here, because you know Evelyn doesn't have the flash. She flashed earlier in your jungle. If you flash up to this point and use your E, you will pull her all the way to to the Pantheon. Gosh, names. So if you flash, E-flash over here, if you don't know how to use the E-flashes, just use your E and then flash at the same time. And you could flash over here. That pulls Evelyn over here, and Pantheon can help you finish her off because you slow her down with your E. So you see, this you could have easily escaped this. And Pantheon, I don't know how much mana cost. He can't do another spear, but I believe he's got ignite. So yeah, if you that see, even if you E flash here, you guys would kill her because you have your spells back up at this point, which means you're gonna proc your Thunderlords, and that means he can ignite and finish her off. Yeah, you missed an easy kill here. Very easy kill. Okay. And now I just feel like you're wasting time. I said this in your other replay review. You're just wasting a lot of time. But it's good that you just went back and you go and clear your jungle. But keep in mind though, like E-flash early on is like the only time you can actually make a play. Okay. I like that you went to your red first because you knew Evelyn took your red earlier, so you want to clear it now so you don't have her take it now. Not bad. This is pretty good. Get your R. Now you can start making things happen. And I want you to start warding dragon at this point. It's the same like principle as we had the last review. You need to pay attention to what's going on. And that's like you need to control the game. Take your Gromp. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Clean kill. No issues here. Very nice. I like this play. You don't want to go bot lane here. You don't have your R. See, you can't go bot lane when you don't have your R. Okay, there you go. Okay, you got one. Nice. It's because you stepped back and delayed your roam down there a little bit, because you wouldn't get that without your R. That's nice. I would have liked to see you ping dragon there, actually, after you killed the Morgana. Because the Jinx was low, she was not going to be able to help the Evelyn when she came back to contest dragon. Yeah, I would have liked to see you. Nice. That's good. It's a good play. You weren't scared to put your R on cooldown. See, this is where you're going to start stomping. And you need to start spending your gold, because you're on 2k gold. You're worth 4k and you've got 2k in your bags. So you need to be careful now, because now you're at the point where you are definitely stronger than Evelyn, but you might underestimate your. Oh, that was a very bad bad Q, but it works out. It works out. So why aren't you pinging dragon? You need to ping dragon here. Actually, you need to go mid lane. That's alright. Never mind. I take it back. Okay. Oh, close. But if you had spent your gold, that would have been a kill. Because you have 2.7k gold on you. So, okay, blues my runic echoes into Hextech Revolver. I like it. It's pretty ballsy. I want to see you go to your bot side because of dragon, and don't smite like that. Okay. There was no reason to smite this. Absolutely no reason to smite this. The wolf has 600 health. That's like one QR combo for you right now. There is no reason to smite this at all. Like, there's absolutely no reason to smite this. Because now your smite's on cooldown for 90 seconds, and you're gonna need that. Like, if you're gonna smite anything, I would rather you keep it for red buff, because at this point you could be helping your team. But because you had to waste so much time on the red buff, you couldn't help your team. Yeah, this was your fault. You wasted, like... Nice, okay. But... You are at the point where you're KD whoring. I know that's a bad word, and I usually don't want to use it. But that's exactly what you're doing. You're not... Like, you could have easily gone to top lane or bot lane, killed their lane, and just gotten First Blood Tower. First Blood Tower is a lot of gold. And you need to understand this. Like, the win rate for First Blood Tower is like 60% right now. Like, if you're blue side and you get the First Blood Tower, that's like a 60% win rate right there. Like, you need to focus those First Blood Towers. So, don't put your R on cooldown. Mm, I don't know. Yeah, okay, you could buy a large rod. I'll let you go with that one. But yeah, here I definitely would have liked you to see. Yeah, I don't want you to have gone back. I would have liked you to hold top lane, especially if like the Pantheon indicated that he was going to go bot lane. But it should be fine. Pantheon shouldn't get anything here. But it's like there are two things that I value a lot when it comes to being a jungler in this game. One is dragons, especially Earth Dragon, because that makes like you could have done the Rift Herald a while ago. Oh, you didn't do anything special. Stop the mastery flashing. Okay, your R is on cooldown. Why are you going here? Nothing you can do while your R is on cooldown. Okay, push the tower now. Take tower. Nice. At this point, I would leave the tower and give the solo gold to Swain, but because you're already so fed, you don't need to take that extra gold. Okay. I like this. This game is a stomp. You're gonna win this game, which I don't like reviewing that. I don't like reviewing stomps, especially if you're the winning stomp side. Okay. Um. Okay, so let's recap real quick. You could have done the Rift Herald ages ago because your top lane was winning and Evelyn was useless. You're almost 3 levels ahead of Evelyn. Number two, that top lane play you could have E-flashed. I would have definitely liked to see that. I would have definitely liked to see you focus on the dragons because could have gotten those way like ages ago. Um, you should be helping your team push mid here. Yeah, you should have gone mid to help your team. You're walking around not knowing what to do. You do not win that fight, do you? Yeah, okay, you do. Okay. I mean, yeah, you're 8-0, so obviously. Why are you just standing still? You don't have your R. It's risky. But what do you get from killing Renekton instead of going here to take this tower ages ago? I mean, your team's going to get the tower now, but you guys could have done this tower, made a Baron play. You could have made a Baron play here. If you had done this, right? You would have gotten this tower ages ago. You would set up a bait for Baron. You get the vision, get Baron, and the game is over right there. So far, there's no real issues. Like, there's nothing here that I feel like could have cost you the game. But you could have played this a lot more efficiently. You need to be, like, you need to spam ping objectives when you get a play. Like, if you get a double kill bot lane, just run past the dragon, for example, that's just bad, right? If your mid laner is winning mid lane, the other jungler is garbage compared to you, your bot lane is winning, that's when you just need to ping objectives like Dragon, especially Earth Dragon. Earth and Fire Drake, especially. And I like that you guys are doing this right now. Mechanics are a little bit off, but it works out. So, yeah, that should be the end of the game. I think this is where they would probably surrender. Alright, they surrendered. So, let's recap real quick before we end the recording, okay? Let us recap it. Okay, so, that top lane play is definitely something I want to talk about. Where you could have flash E'd. You had to think, my Pantheon's got Ignite. I can pull the Evelyn towards my Pantheon. She's on 30% health. That is a free kill, right? You pull her towards him, he autos once and puts Ignite, kill. Second, more focus on objectives. You were chasing kills a lot. I mean, 10-0 and 3 is good, but you gotta not chase kills. And your farm was good. You farmed a lot, farmed well, but there were some times where your camps were still up. You didn't focus them, prioritize them. But at the point when you get that fed, you don't need to. It's good, but you don't need to. You can rather focus on getting dragons and First Blood Tower. The First Blood Tower was way too late. Like, you could have gotten that First Blood Tower ages ago. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. So, yeah, hope it helps. Peace.